Yes, sir.
Yo, welcome back, my good people, man. Another episode of Better Left Unsaid, episode 27.
26.
Sorry, I can't
Let me
count.
make sure. You might be right. I think it's 20. You might be right. Shit.
Hold on. I just looked at it. It's right here on the note. Oh, it's 26. I'm tripping. All right. Sorry, I lied. All right, it's episode 26, guys. You know, can't count. What's up, bro? How you feeling, man?
Take you says, my brother. That's how I'm feeling, man. I'm ready to get to it, man.
We got a lot to talk about.
We got
man.
a lot.
There's a whole lot, man. You want to get to the goofies, or you want to just get to something?
I mean, where we could start, man. Sports, music, TV, and the trending. There's a lot of trending topics.
There's a lot of trending shit.
A lot of trending topics.
Matter of fact, I want to get something out the way immediately because I asked you about it before, and you didn't really want to talk about it.
What?
Your boy Snitch 9, man, he got beat up.
Oh, I don't care nothing about that. That's not even my field. And I told you this when you asked me.
I know.
That shit got nothing to do with me, dog. That's some New York. That's some New York.
No.
That's New York.
No,
that is New York.
We ain't claiming him. We don't know where that man at, man.
He's the king of New York.
No,
2 years.
2
years. I'm just letting you know something. You know what I mean?
No, like, listen. That man in Florida or wherever he was getting beat up.
He repped New York too.
We don't know where he repped though. I ain't hear him speak since.
I'm just telling you what he told me. You know what I mean?
So you do talk to him?
I'm talking about what he told.
No.
So
you
deal
with
who
snitching?
was talking to Casanova, Taxstone, and all of them. Yeah, the rest of y'all. I mean, you got to address them talking to A Boogie and all them. Yeah, Don Q. You forgot?
Hey man, so
saying.
Listen, Glorilla got a new song. Did you hear that?
I don't even know no damn new song. She premiered a new snippet.
Nah,
You know what I'm
she
saying?
created a snippet and that shit.
First of all, don't try to jump over your New York news.
First of all, that's not
It's
New
cool.
York.
I'm not even saying New York. I'm just saying that's one of y'all representatives speaks.
No, it's not. He's don't. No.
He not from New York? He ain't rep New York?
I don't know what he does. He got rainbow hair.
I mean, what he said, Trey said, no, okay. I'm just saying, Shawty and all that. I mean, I thought that was New York. Okay. I need Jim Jones and all that was on the watch. Let's move forward. Just saying. That's what the court documents say.
All right, man, we're going to skip over Glorilla, too. All right, hold on, wait.
Okay.
Let's have this conversation really quick. Make
About
it really
what?
quick.
About what? What?
About Tyrese. You seen that video?
Yeah, I seen Tyrese, man. Shout out to one of the legends, Tyrese, man.
It is. Shout out to him. But however, right, on this video, his supposed now girlfriend.
You got the video?
I do have the video.
Pull up the video, man. Shout out to Tyrese, man. He dropped a phenomenal song, R&B song, and he bringing real R&B back. I mean, shout out to Tyrese Gibbs.
All right, you ready?
Watts in the building. Let's get to it, man.
All right.
How did we meet? I slid in the DMs.
Yeah.
We linked up.
He wasn't my type at all. My type is actually Paul Walker recipes. But he wasn't my type at all. And my type is not white. I'm just saying I was more interested in
touch me.
Paul and every facet theory.
Don't touch me.
And even when I met him, I was like,
Don't
he's
touch
kind of old. I just like his smile. It's pretty cool.
This one
His
really
personality.
bad. This just went really bad, really fast.
His personality was okay, but
I'm getting off live.
he didn't understand the Instagram model thing, so he would always talk down.
So
on
you wanted the
Instagram
homie.
models.
You didn't want me.
I never said I wanted the homie. I just said he was cuter.
You said I'm old.
She
You
did.
know all this already.
Definitely did.
I wasn't your type either, so relax.
Yeah, talk to him.
And
Talk to him.
Yeah. So now we're here. It's like
Yeah.
an
Shut up.
actual somewhat of a love story, which is crazy.
Right.
I didn't know that I
Yeah.
No.
I'm done.
No.
No, don't touch me.
Man, shout out to his queen, you know what I mean? Shout out to his queen. What's the problem?
No, I want to know how would you have reacted? You got on live and the girl said that.
Man, I've never been able to sing Sweet Lady. You know what I'm saying? So I can never put myself in the shoes of Tyrese.
Okay.
But I mean, but if we want to be honest, a lot of men don't want to hear that truth. We could talk about that. She ain't do nothing but be honest with him.
Yo, be honest.
What's the issue?
Hey, be honest. Be honest in a private setting. Don't be honest
It is
with
a
me
private setting. They in the house together.
Hold on, no.
They in the house together.
Be
I
honest.
can't imagine something more private than my home. That's all I'm saying.
Listen.
She was honest with him.
Be honest when we not on Instagram Live. When you telling
that's his Instagram Live.
When you telling thousands of people.
Hey, you should never went live. you chose this. You
decided.
Your
we should have discussed this before you went on live.
I'm just saying, man. She told the truth.
So,
you're not my type. I don't like you like that for real.
So again,
I changed my mind.
Again, let me ask you this: You went on Instagram Live with your girl, and she said that.
I mean, let's talk about the situation before you make it personal. What's your thoughts on it? Because you jumping right into it. I ain't got nothing to do with me. My girl wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So what is your thoughts on what she did?
That's kind of wild.
Why is it wild?
Because, I mean, yeah, cool, it's the truth, whatever. Don't do that with me on Instagram Live. I'm famous, nigga. Don't do that.
No, so okay.
I'm not a fan of it. I mean, listen, though.
So it's an issue?
To me, it was. But
what does that issue mean for y'all relationship?
We're going to discuss that in privacy of our home without the cameras. Without the cameras, because, hey, man, because, you know, you want to, hey, man, my homie dead, you want to be with him?
She never said that.
She liked the homie.
She never said that.
She
addressed that directly too.
She said she liked
never
the homie.
said that.
Then what'd she say?
She said he was my type.
Yeah. She liked the homie.
Hold on. You want to be with every girl that's your type? That's all I'm saying, y'all. Hey man, we gotta start being insecure. Smells of insecurity. That's all I'm saying.
You think so?
You jealous of a dead man?
Ooh.
I'm asking you. This is
me? No. I'm speaking for him.
That's all I'm
speaking
saying.
for him. That ain't got nothing. I'm just saying.
Girls, I mean, our ladies, that's not the only person they like.
You're right. You're absolutely right. That's cool.
What I'm saying. So.
Yeah, listen, actually, I don't have a problem with the honesty. I have a problem with us being on Instagram Live and you saying it.
Whose live was it?
Again, on Instagram Live.
Okay, cool. But I'm saying, who live was it? I understand what you're saying.
I'm assuming that it's him. I didn't see it on Instagram. I just saw it on Twitter.
He's right in front of the phone. He could have ended the live at any time. So if you want to say you want to blame somebody, you know what I mean?
He could have. But I'm saying,
let's blame Tyrese.
I don't think she should have said that on Instagram Live.
When you go live, it's happening in real time. That's why they have pre-recorded television shows and all that. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly why they have a TV delay for shit like that.
So I'm just
they need an Instagram delay. Yeah.
Shout out to the young lady, man. We about to get some great music, man. I appreciate your effort.
You gonna be hurt.
R&B back.
the real sad love songs.
R&B back.
So in your case, now to make it personal, what would you have done? How would you feel about that if this was?
I mean, I can never speak for that because that's not the life I live. I've never been on Instagram Live, so you know what I'm saying. I don't live like that. I don't know what live does. I'm not. You know what I mean? So my girl don't speak like that to me. So that answers that. I mean, you can keep it rolling unless you got some more grievances to spew. Cause it sounds like some insecurity. You know what I mean? You good?
That ain't shit that happened to me.
I'm just saying. You are you secure with the women in your life?
I actually really am.
You sure?
I really am.
You don't get nervous? You're not looking through phones or nothing?
Fuck no, man. What the fuck?
You never looked through a phone? Not tell us.
No, I didn't want to. But
we said we all did.
Yeah, I definitely did once. I did once. I was like, I put that shit right down. I put that shit right down. And I turned the next song. I said, yep.
Same thing. It was our fault. What are we doing?
It was. That's why I ain't do it.
Why you gonna lie? Why you on the phone?
I ain't do. Yo, dog. All I did was she had the aux. I looked at it. I said, "Oh, next song."
You gonna keep it real?
I said, "Hey, it is what it is."
If women wanted to tell the truth, it'd be a lot of hurt men out here.
A lot of
domestic violence. A lot of domestic. I'm just keeping it.
Hey man, I don't put my hand on them, but
I'm just saying.
Fucking choke the shit out of me. I told you.
Just saying, man.
Oh man, all right. That's all for that.
Speaking of violence, though.
Oh,
let's go back to. I mean, because you want to skip over your New York news. I don't know why. Your man's Taxstone, man. Your man's Taxstone. One of the y'all claim him to be on the path to be one of the best podcasts, one of the best media personalities. On the track for that. That's what y'all told me. We ain't know him in the South. We didn't know him. You familiar?
I know Taxstone is.
You know who Taxstone is, right? You want to speak to what he was doing before his? You know what I mean? No.
I don't have much thought about it.
Okay, so
I don't have much thought about it, man. Because I really wasn't a fan of Taxstone shit like that. Anyway.
I'm just saying, did you know about him? That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I know about him.
Okay.
All
right, because you know Casanovas, and you know they all that. Okay, cool.
I know who the other guy is too.
So my man's got found guilty. We know the whole situation with Troy Ave. You know what I'm saying it was the situation. Taxstone was an interesting guy who just decided he didn't like rappers and he was gonna cause some problems with them. We know it's history. It's well documented. This is not me. It's not alleged. Twitter, YouTube, whatever you want to visit.
Wherever you want to visit, he was there.
What he was speaking on individuals. Troy Ave is also an individual that doesn't take kindly to disrespect or anybody. Damn disrespect. Just speaking on him.
Speaking on him, he doesn't.
He's a very problematic individual.
He got short man syndrome.
He does. He does. So, of course, personalities clash. My man went to do his job. It was his concert, and that's when he was popping back in, 15, 16, whatever it was. He met up with Mr. Taxstone. They had issues. Some went down. Somebody lost their life. Bullets flying.
Well, what happened was somebody snuffed him. And
allegedly.
So allegedly, what happened was Troy Ave snuffed him. And
he should have if you were talking the way
he was talking. He was talking crazy. And then, Taxstone. That's what I do have a problem with that.
But tell what happened before you. You know what I mean?
Before I get into you're right. Taxstone started to try to pull out the gun. They wrestled for it, and then like you said, shots was fired. Somebody lost their life. R.I.P. to that young man. And somebody else got shot. Troy Ave, both his legs. And he still came out.
Yeah,
he still
was
was able.
A weapon.
He still somehow. Yeah, again.
Talking about John Wick. This nigga's crazy.
He got shot both of your legs. You get a gun and shoot back.
Start shooting back.
That's some crazy. Yeah, that's some shit right there.
Okay.
And now they're in court for that shit.
Well, they were in court.
Yeah.
Troy Ave came out what he claims as a victory. Taxstone, he got convicted on 7 charges, found guilty.
Manslaughter.
Troy Ave, I think his sentence might be done. They worked something out with the courts. Quote unquote, he snitched. Cool.
He sure did.
He released the music video on the court steps to quote unquote celebrate the victory of the trial.
What's it called? I won.
Dead hater, I won. Now I'm biased. I like Troy Ave's music, so I mean when he's talking what he's talking, and he's very convincing when he speaks. He should be dead wrong, but he's very I'm gonna convince you to understand my perspective type. That's a New York thing. Y'all real cocky. So you know how that shit is. All Lamar, y'all. Jim Jones, just stop it. But whatever.
You always you got the biggest beef with New York.
No, I'm not. I didn't say nothing bad. So a lot of people ever since the incident, a lot of people took issue with Troy Ave. Period. They hate him in his own city. They've been trying to kill him every time he go back.
Every time he go, because he likes to ride around the street like he untouchable too.
I mean, he's been through the trenches with the realest of the real, so I understand that perspective. I understand both sides, but he does a lot of just absurd.
He's an antagonist, cocky,
type shit. So
he antagonizes people.
And I understand why he made the album Tupac, because Tupac was doing a lot of that shit too. He's getting shot and he's talking crazy on his song.
Bro, you almost died.
Yeah, literally. You're a victim here, but cool. So your man's Maino, Lobby Boy.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I didn't get a chance to see what he said.
Okay, so this is what Maino said. He decided to defend Taxstone, who pretty much threw his life away. He'd been in jail the majority of his life.
He has.
On Angela Yee's, yeah. And Maino was there that night on Angela Yee's Way Up with Yee, Power 105 show. She just left the Breakfast Club, got her own show, so shout out to her. Miss Asian Lady.
Miss Asian Lady.
Maino says, I was there. It happened in a dress room that was occupied with me and Uncle Murder. We was performing that night, and we were set to perform that night. Mm-hmm. My only issue is that I just don't agree with the narrative that has been put out as if Taxstone was there to try to look for a problem. Taxstone was actually there chilling. That man was chilling, enjoying the moment, and these other dudes came in there looking for a problem. These other dudes came in there with their energy trying to look to have a moment, and the moment just didn't go their way. So I'm just in disagreement with the whole narrative of becoming a victim after you tried to be an aggressor.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
What's your thoughts? You agree?
I'm not mad at that, yeah, because from what I know too, they both, like you said, Troy Ave was there, but Taxstone was also invited to that show. From everything that I know, he was invited to be there at the show. Mm-hmm. So we got beef, So you came in here and you looked for a problem. You snuffed me off rip.
Okay.
That's initiating the problem. So don't, I do hear this a lot where people be like, well, you reacted, one thing I do agree with is that I can't dictate how you react to what I do. Mm-hmm. Like if I say something crazy to you, I can't get mad if you just pop off on me or if you do whatever. It's your reaction. I can't dictate how you do that.
Right. So
for you to play the victim after that's kind of iffy to me, because especially if you start like me. Imagine if I come in here right now and be like, I'm in your spot and I come here, man, fuck you, nigga, fuck your shit. and you shoot me. Nick, that's on me.
Well, you kind of speaking to the other side of it too, because like you said, you can't dictate somebody's reaction. So we can start with him swinging first, or we can start with
before
Taxstone
talking shit. Yeah, which is
building that energy to when I see this person's gonna be a problem.
I
So,
completely agree. But
I think Maino is kind of leaving out part of the story. I do agree. If we're just talking about that incident isolated, cool. You started something and it led to whatever it led to.
Yeah.
But we got to address all parts. Because Taxstone was saying some wild
No,
stuff.
he was.
So a lot of people had a problem.
No, you're right. But here's the thing. When something happened, he didn't play the victim.
But he definitely wrote a letter to the judge. Wow.
I'm trying to get out of jail. Nigga. Fuck that. Yo, I'm trying to get out of jail, though.
You talk about that. So that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of stuff. And he definitely said it was Troy Ave in that letter that needs to be taken accountability for what went on that night. So, I mean, if we want to throw the snitch card and all that out there.
You're very true.
So it's blame to go around. That's all I'm
I know
saying.
there's a lot of blame to go around. I think both. Listen, to me, it was this. You either let them both go or both of them need to be locked up. Because they both played a huge part in this. Because, I mean, like you said, you start from the beginning. I was saying all of this reckless shit about you. Yeah. You know, of course, like, you know, they had this whole freedom of speech. You can say whatever. You can't blah, blah, blah. Cool. You can't dictate how somebody gonna react. So you started this shit. Then I came to handle my shit on you speaking about it. And
as a man, no weapons involved. We got included.
Initially, yeah, no weapons were involved until weapons got involved.
Whose weapon was that?
We don't know whose weapon it was.
We know who got charged.
We do know, but we know who got shot in their legs too. So listen, like, hey, I can't control how you react, and now you can't control how I react. And what's gonna happen?
But I agree. I see why both people. I don't understand why people support Taxstone so much, but I'm also not that involved in New York politics. But cool, a lot of people like Taxstone.
They do it. So I don't listen.
And he was saying a lot of stuff about a lot of people for a lot of years before.
For a long time,
he was
bro.
very problematic. As a matter of fact, just look up Taxstone interview on YouTube. You will see him saying some of the wildest stuff of all time.
Might have got some people locked up too.
He called cameras. He called whatever. I'm just saying, cool. If somebody hits you in the face, I do understand. This is also, first of all, he said something to a street dude. Street dudes don't take count to it. They handle it like they would in the street, which is, let's get physical.
Yeah.
You got a weapon on you. Mm-hmm. But to what was explained to me, Irving Plaza is not the biggest place in the world.
It's not.
And if it's that packed, you shooting in a crowd that size, I mean,
that's irresponsible. That's insane.
Completely irresponsible.
And that's why somebody ended up losing their life too.
Exactly. So I definitely think. I mean, I understand you want to say somebody else started it, but my brother, you got people there. They got people there. If y'all want to do a all-out fisticuffs,
a brawl, yeah,
cool. But a weapon.
I completely agree with that. I don't agree with the whole. But that's where I say, like, you can't dictate how somebody react because, you know, because I personally feel like I hate the fact that people can't even fight anymore. Like, what happened to the time where, you know, people would just get into a big fight and you keep it, everybody walk out with their lives still.
Yeah.
You know.
I agree with that, yeah.
Now you just immediately, you know, you pop up on somebody, they shoot him on rip. It's like, oh my gosh. Like.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate for everybody involved. You know what I mean? Troy Ave is a wild dude. I mean, both of them are wild.
Yeah, insane, actually.
Wild guys. I mean,
how do you feel about him taking the stand against him, though?
I mean, I didn't care. I don't really care about that snitching shit like that. I mean, that's that people that's quote unquote some got some ties to the street or involved in the streets care about that. I don't care.
Yeah.
That has no bearing on my life. So.
Okay.
At the end of the day, they was beefing. They don't like each other. So. The next topic, man. We got a couple more New York stories that we gotta address, man.
I'm gonna get the first one out of here because I feel like this is not much to talk about.
Okay.
I'm gonna get you know, Bobby Shmurda, man. You know what I'm saying?
One of the worst one-hit wonders in history. But let's keep it moving. I mean, trash. I mean, I like his energy. I like the dance.
I like his energy, but I mean, I'd rather hear him before Trinidad James. Talking about one-hit wonders.
I mean, everything still go crazy when it comes on.
Oh, yo, how niggas still go crazy too?
I ain't heard it.
I heard it. Well, obviously you ain't been outside, and you ain't here.
I've been outside.
When the last time you heard All Go Everything?
What you mean? Last time I was on one music fest.
Oh, you heard that?
Yeah, he performed.
Oh,
just saying.
All right.
Getting booked.
But yeah, Bobby Shmurda has one of the worst captions immediately. Like, I read this and I was confused. I was like, yo, at first I thought somebody like wrote it for him or like that was some bullshit. But I'm gonna just read real quick. It's a picture of him speaking to some people.
Okay.
And his caption says, Me explaining how I shot 13 people, sold drugs since 12, 6 years of prison, and so much more. I managed to turn my life around and become the entrepreneur that I am today. I'm going to be telling one of the best stories in history this year. Thank God, your daddy's daddy ain't even coming like this. Ain't even come like this. That's crazy.
I mean, break down that for me, please.
To me, there's no all right. There's no. You just came out of jail, right?
He did.
Just came out of jail. 6 years, right? Why is the first thing that you post right here, your first sentence says, me explaining how I shot 13 people? If that's not a self-indictment, if you didn't have anything against you, now I got to look into who you shot now.
First of all, I got to give him comedy points for even starting an IG caption with that. And he's a silly guy. He's funny.
He
He's
is.
funny, man. I like it, man. I like it, man.
Yeah, but I mean, bro.
That was a very specific number. He got a notebook.
He wrote all the names down. He said, yo,
he
I shot you. Let me go ahead and get that. I shot
what
you
he
too.
was doing now.
Yeah.
And we heard what he said on his head. I've been selling crack since like I mean, listen, man. The man like it's an autobiography. What's wrong with him? You can't talk about his life. What's up with you?
I don't mind him talking about your
Just
life,
saying.
right? I don't mind. No, listen, I don't mind you talking
agree
about your life. But why do you have to? You have to like, hey, yo, I done shot 13 people, bro.
That makes me want to read his book. I want to be involved in the publishing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you?
I want some writing credits, man. I think I can sauce that up a little bit. I would have made it 14. Just to make it a round number, you know what I mean? I would have made it 14.
Actually, no. It felt a little bit better if I would have did 15. Actually, you know what I'm saying?
15 sound extreme though. It's video game numbers. That's some. You know what I
It
mean?
is. It is. Call of Duty kills.
Some John Wick shit.
Yeah.
And now you just being extra. 14, you know, you might get away. You might, you know what I mean?
But got 14.
2 or 10, 2 or 15. I mean, the numbers might add up.
Okay.
You
All
know what I'm
right.
saying?
All right. You might have shot two at the same time.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Sliding across the car. I think I'm Tom Cruise.
I'm thinking
See what
Tom.
I'm saying?
But hold on. But remember, he was in New York, so it's a crowd of people. He might have got able. He might have been able to get 15 if if you shooting enough.
Raining bullets on
Yeah.
the block.
Mm-hmm.
Raining bullets on your block.
That's crazy.
Okay.
You know, that's really. I mean, don't get it wrong. I don't the sell drugs part. Everybody 6 years in prison. Okay, because we know you did that.
We seen that.
Yeah. The 13. I just feel like you shouldn't have. You don't start your IG caption off with.
I mean, I think Roddy Rebel kind of. No, his best friend's a wild boy. They seem to have gone their separate ways. Bobby has been wild since he got out of prison.
He has.
Let's just keep it honest, man.
His downfall was ridiculous. Well, I mean, his downfall was we seen it coming regardless. I think I know I seen it coming because I mean, if you just listen to the music that he had before.
Yeah, it's a whole different sound, which I understand. He tried to stay away from the violence and all the ghetto shit, but he went right back to his.
Yeah, he immediately.
He is who he is, man. But
10 niggas out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of niggas.
he young too, so.
Yeah.
And mind you, he had 6 years of staying that same age. He was what, like 17, 18, or something? I mean 20, whatever he was.
Yeah, and then locked up. So I mean, that's really all he kind of know.
Hey, man.
But obviously, Rowdy took something out of it and said, "Hey, I'm gonna just kind of divert this way."
Roddy was never that boy like that though.
He was a better rapper.
He was. I mean, he wasn't back then.
Yeah, he was.
Roddy could barely talk.
He still can't talk.
He
There's a difference between rapping and talking.
Rubber boy. Stop. He can hoop a little bit though. Shout out to Roddy.
He can.
All right, cool. Let's finish off this New York news, man. This is something you sent me.
It is. All right, man. Yo, I'm gonna just say this, right?
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and get it over. Don't try to. You know
Listen, hey, as a New York representative, I love my peoples. I love my rappers. Blah blah blah. 50 Cent is one of the. Had a great story. We understand who 50 Cent is. People respect 50 Cent. People has done a lot, right?
Okay.
But 50 has done more outside of music than he's done with music. Don't get me wrong. 50 has one of the greatest debuts albums ever. Yes. Yeah. Come on. Yo,
that's some extra sauce. But go
no,
ahead.
he has one of the greatest debut albums
It's a
ever.
little too much
Cool,
dip
right?
on the chip, dog.
You gonna respect that? They get Richard Dot Tryin. They still play that now.
Best
We know.
ever.
I said one of the best.
Just saying, we got Snoop Dogg, we got motherfucking Biggie, we got.
And,
Hey,
okay,
cool.
one of the greatest
Got
debuts.
Nas,
Yeah.
okay, I mean, cool.
Cool, right?
Yay, whatever. Keep on.
DJ Envy, a New York, a DJ, a radio host. He goes on and says that 50 Cent will beat Lil Wayne in a Verzuz.
Yes. I'm gonna give the exact quote to this show, man. He from what, Queens?
I ain't from Queens, man.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, he from
I'm
Queens.
asking where he from. It's okay. I just want to know. I don't know about the boroughs. I'm saying I thought he was from Syracuse or some shit.
He might as well be.
I mean,
Albany.
Cool. Wayne don't have a get rich or die trying. I ain't saying 50 gonna wash Wayne, but if Wayne's not sequenced right, if it's not positioned correctly, it could be a very long night. 50's gonna win that.
Before you get into this, right? I'm gonna say this right. 50 has some big songs, really big songs, cool, right? Me and my guy here, we went through a few songs. Wayne may not have a Get Rich or Die Trying, but Wayne has a Carter 3.
I don't even know what that means. I need people to stop saying that. I don't know what he doesn't have. He has a Carter 3 for God's sake.
Yeah,
I don't even understand that Get Rich or Die Trying talk. I honestly don't.
He sold $1 million a week.
Y'all saying that like Carter 3 wasn't just as big as Impactful. Everybody was playing the shit. So I don't know. I don't know what that means.
So that's one thing, right?
So stop it.
But let's talk about. Yo,
I'm just saying this shit. Now, I mean, he didn't look. I'm just saying, what does that mean? He doesn't have a get.
Yeah.
He don't. 50 don't got a Carter 3.
You're right.
He don't got no ceiling. He ain't got none of that shit.
I was about to.
I'm finna say I don't know
actually,
what you're talking about.
Matter of fact, you go ahead and get in your bag.
I'm just saying, I don't know
go ahead.
What New York mean. Y'all keep acting like this. Get Rich or Die Trying. Is that even top 5 albums in New York? We want to talk about bodies of work. Is that top 5 albums in New York? Where would that rank amongst Nas' catalog? Where would that rank amongst Wu-Tang and Jay and Biggie and all that? I don't know. So y'all talking all this shit. Carter 3, we know what that did to the streets.
Well, hold on. Where would that rank?
I mean, we know what Wayne ranks. That's what we do.
See, now you're moving the goalposts.
We can do two
now,
things.
But now you're moving the goalposts. No, I wanted to keep it the same. Don't keep it the same. Don't switch it up now. Keep it the same. You talk about where Get Rich or Die Trying will rank in New York. Where Wayne?
Let's do this. When Carter 3 dropped, everybody said Wayne was the best rapper in the world. When 50 Cent came out, they said he's the hottest. That's different. That's two different.
Wayne said he was the best rapper.
Everybody said.
Wayne said it.
Hold on, Kanye was on the remix. Jay was on the Carter 3 talking like he's trying to compete with Wayne. You forgot? Hey, Mr. Carter?
We know.
Okay, cool then. I'm just saying. Let's keep it in perspective.
We know what Jay did.
I'm just saying.
We know what Jay did for Wayne.
Jay wasn't known for Get Rich or Die Trying.
He wasn't.
I'm just saying.
But that was 50's first album too.
I don't give a fuck.
That's 50's first album. That wasn't Wayne's first album.
He was the best in the world.
That wasn't Wayne's first album.
He was the best in the world.
That wasn't Wayne's first album.
You forgot.
I'm just letting you know.
I'm just letting you know.
You moving the goalposts though.
I'm just letting you know because Wayne was saying he was the best rapper alive years before Carter 3.
I'm just saying.
You forgot?
Yeah.
Guess who acknowledged it on Carter 3? Hov.
He didn't acknowledge that Wayne was the best.
You better listen to Carter.
I listen to Mr. Carter.
I'm just saying. I'm so tired. Go hard. Stop it, bro.
Yeah. He didn't say that Wayne was the best. Don't. Hey man, don't do that.
Just saying.
So hold on. No. Again.
We know what Ye said on that Lollipop remix. But you ain't finna murder me like everybody else. I'm a rapper like I got some type of respect. We ain't never heard nobody say no shit like that about me. Yeah. We never said that. So.
Well, hold on. We understand that 50 ain't the best rapper.
I'm just saying, we talking about what was happening when Carter 3 came out.
Again,
that's all I'm saying.
But you know what was happening when that Get Rich or Die Trying came out, right?
I'm saying it's a different level.
You know what happened when Get Rich or Die Trying came out, right?
It's a different level.
No, see, you be moving the goalposts, my man. We know what Get Rich or Die Trying did.
I'm just saying, when Carter 3 came out, nothing else. Let me. When Carter 3 came out, nothing was competing with it. When 50 Cent came out, there was a lot of hot artists.
But no,
there was a lot of hot artists. Outkast was doing diamond albums. You know what I'm saying? Outkast is doing diamond albums.
Hold on, wait. That was a year after.
It was around that era. T.I. Jesus was hot. It was a lot of hot artists.
I'm saying it was.
What year was Get Rich or Die?
03. 2003. I mean, I understand, but you don't respect rap.
You forgot?
I can't see.
You forgot?
Well, it did come out. I thought it came out in 2004.
I know. Listen, man, I know the history. You don't got to do that.
No, we didn't. Nobody was listening to that shit, though. Nobody was listening to that shit.
Keep going, because now you're just going to say anything. You forgot about Dipset? Okay, man, let's just keep it moving, man.
Diplomatic community?
We forgot about what Missy... Okay, cool.
I definitely did. I definitely forgot about Missy.
I know you did, because it was like I said...
Yeah, we know what 50 Cent did to the streets, man.
We can look up 08, too, and see the difference.
Tell me... Hold on, what dropped in 08?
Carter 3.
Yeah, and what else was?
Nothing. Recession, G's. It was no competition.
Yeah, he had trash dropping in 08.
You making my point.
He had trash dropping in 08.
You making my point.
No, that makes my point that 50 Cent had to do something great because he had a lot of great dropping with him. Oh,
What I'm saying
Wayne
is,
had an open field to drop.
No, Wayne made it an open field. Because if this album wasn't that, you'd be looking at it just like everything else, what you've got. Oh, yeah, because 808s and Heartbreaks was out, too, and it was moving shit, too.
I listened to that. I listened to that shit.
All right, man, we going to move on.
Say you will.
Listen, man.
You don't know about that,
The
say you
DJ Envy, knock it the fuck off.
Yeah, I mean,
you about to get the Breakfast Club clamp up. Damn, I can't even speak because I'm so heated. You about to get the Breakfast Club canceled for good. Ye left because them type of opinions. You got all type of mismatched co-hosts trying to fill in because you saying stupid shit.
Yeah, no, I think, hey, let's put that out there. He say a lot of stupid shit.
I'm just saying. You writing books and shit, your wife dissing you. I'm just saying. Watch your mouth about the South.
Drake out here fucking your girl.
Oh, whoa.
What's up with you? Nah, cause bro.
What's up with you, dog?
Hey man, I like 50, but I mean, 50 don't have a drought 1, 2, or 3.
He don't got a Carter 2. He don't got a Carter 3.
He ain't got no ceilings.
He don't got a Sorry for the Way. He don't got nothing.
He ain't got a Hot Boy album. He ain't got to back that ass up.
He don't got a, what was it? I don't know how many degrees. It was a lot of degrees. 400 degrees.
500.
Oh, man. I don't even want to do that. Well, he don't got that feature era like Wayne did.
Well, we know that. I don't know if I really want to hear 50 Cent feature.
That's what I'm saying.
Not like that. All right, man. Get off that New York news, man.
All right,
Come on,
cool,
man. Let's talk about that other shit, man.
Staying on music before we head out. Shout out 03 Greedo.
He got released out. He got released
after 5 years in prison. I think he got out last year. He finally released his project since release. Halfway there. After that was a reference to him being in halfway house after he got released. I think he's fully out now. 33 songs, a lot of music.
It's a lot of fucking songs.
I'm sure West Coast folks love it. I gave it a listen, man. That's a lot of music. I'm not listening to 33 songs, but I did like a couple of them.
I'm about to say, I don't know, out of the shit that you heard, how did it sound?
I'll give y'all, listen to Hummers. That's a good one. That's about it. Sheen went for 33 from the field, but shout out him, man. Him and Draco was tight, so shout out. I gotta give him a shout out.
Okay.
Hitboy's new album, Surfer Drown, man. I just finished listening to that, man. Good music.
Was it?
Shout out to Hitboy, man. You want to talk about somebody that...
Because I didn't get a chance to listen to it.
It's almost Kanye-esque as far as like you being that great of a producer to being able to rap at least somewhat decent.
Okay.
And putting a body of work together. Now, it's a little bit different, I mean, because Ye is Ye, but...
Of course.
And he was leaning a lot heavily on features. Like he was having whole songs and then giving his little verse, but still, that's under Kanye's wing, you know what I mean? Hitboy was making all kind of niggas in Paris, all type of shit. Beyonce there.
He was.
Shout out Hitboy, great song. Let me pull up a track list so I can pull up some specific songs, man. Only thing I didn't like, that title is disgusting. Surfer Drown.
Surfer Drown.
Nasty. And stop playing with a gun like that.
that is kind of nasty.
You know what
that is. I don't like it either. I like Hitboy. I think he's a great producer. He's been on the run for a while now. He's been touching everything.
Yes.
You know, he's been on that run with Nas of those 4 albums or so. So I mean, you know, I definitely respect what he's doing. I heard one track, and
what's that?
The one with Nas. Yeah, and it was solid. Like, you know, it's better than, to me, like when it comes to like a producer rapping. To me, that's a reach sometimes, because like, you know, you hear somebody like a Diddy, and you know he can't rap on for real. You know, that's like DJ Khaled. Like we heard Swiss Beats try to rap with Tom.
He dropped his whole solo album.
Yeah. You don't want to hear that. So I think that's like
a couple hits on there. Stop playing with Swiss, man.
He ain't a rapper though.
I ain't saying what.
Yeah, he ain't a rapper. Mm-hmm. But you know, then when you have somebody like, you know, like of course, you know, Kanye I think is at the top of the top when it comes to being able to do both produce and actually make music yourself. So Hitboy, I mean, the track that I heard from him, I'm like, okay, you know, you can kind of formulate those bars together and whatnot. Right. I'm like, all right, cool. So you're not terrible. Like, if DJ Khaled started rapping, yo, get that nigga the fuck up out of here. Immediately. I don't even want to hear his albums.
I think Hitboy's been rapping for a while, though.
And he said that he's rapped before, so.
I think he's actually even released music. He has released music before. It's not something I had to guess. But standout tracks, just as Hitboy, some dude named Spake Nitty. I don't know if he sound like a West Coast dude, but he cooking.
Okay.
I ain't been a Currency fan since he was with Lil Wayne with the Cash App days, but his shit, Tony Fantana 3 is amazing.
Currency can rap.
New Wave by Hitboy and Devin Morrison. Yeah, he got a couple songs on there that I added to the playlist. Yeah, it's short, concise.
It is because
11 songs.
Because he got the instrumentals after that, which is cool.
Shout out to Hitboy.
I might have to, you know what I'm saying, drop me a little verse on here, dog.
Shout out. This nigga want to get in the booth.
Might have to get on the move, man. Oh, we still on music real quick. Drake and 21.
Drake and 21. Man.
They got a It's All a Blur tour coming on.
That's the name of the tour?
Yeah, I believe so. It's All a Blur, something like that.
Niggas,
And so, you said you don't think so?
I said niggas corny.
Yeah. But yeah, they're about to, a class action lawsuit is going against Ticketmaster.
It is.
Because their fucking albums, their ticket sales are fucking through the roof.
Disgusting.
And it started off, well, you know, that was mentioned, if you want to take it back real quick,
yeah.
It was mentioned with the Taylor Swift shit, where they had tickets going for, in the fucking rafters, going for $99,000.
Yeah.
That's insane. And the artist is not seeing any of that. So I know I was reading something where part of this, where they kind of like divulged some information where this guy, they had a show in Canada.
Yeah.
And there was another show coming, which I mean, of course, I believe Ticketmaster has to have to know about, but pretty much what happened was this guy bought one ticket for $738. The next day, there was another show added, and the show for the same exact seat was $350 less. Yeah. And pretty much what is being said is that Ticketmaster already knew that, but they wanted to continue the price gouge because they knew people would pay for it pretty much, and then they waited and dropped that price. So
let's keep it real, man. Drake paid for these articles to come out because everybody was fucking fed up that a Drake and 21 Savage show was gonna cost me. Nobody's paying that much to see them two in an arena. Stop it.
No,
stop it.
Drake tickets be expensive sometimes.
I don't give a fuck. That's a Drake show. This ain't Drake and 21 Savage.
Okay, yeah. You don't think 21 is worth that much?
Yeah, he paid for these articles to come out to try to cover up. Nobody wants to pay for that shit. Yeah, they're getting a lawsuit against Ticketmaster like it's their fault. Nah, buddy. We don't want to see Drake go up there and say, do something for me for an hour. I'll tell you that fucking much.
No,
now, if he was to do a Take Care tour, I promise you, wouldn't nobody have a problem with paying $1,000 for a seat. I guarantee it.
He gonna do some Take Care in there.
I guarantee if he promoted a Take Care tour, would nobody have a problem with no $1,000 seat.
He gonna do some
but
Take Care.
But you in 21 and 2023, are you kidding me, nigga?
Yeah, 21.
It's the worst era you ever had in your career.
21, can you do something?
It's the worst era he's had in his career.
Hey man, album sales.
Why are you not in the stadium anyway? You're Drake.
I mean, he's got 21 with him.
That's my point. So take them fucking prices down. Shit should be $35 a pop.
35?
Yeah, nigga.
I'm kidding. That's disrespectful though.
Yeah, nigga, same price as the popcorn, man.
Oh, that's kind of disrespectful.
Give a fuck. Knock it off.
35?
Canada Dry.
Oh shit. Yo.
Shout out 21 though, man. Keeping the city on the map.
Yeah, I'm a fan of 21.
Shout out 21.
Speaking of money though.
What's that?
Last minute thing. I don't know if you've seen it. You know, just like Kanye, another huge icon has left Adidas.
Oh yeah.
Beyonce has left Adidas, and you know, Beyonce had a relationship with Adidas and a collaboration where she had her Ivy Park line for Adidas. They were paying her $20 million for that a year.
Yeah.
For that, pretty much she just the last Ivy Park drop just didn't sell. I think it was slated to make their budget their forecast was around 300 or so million, and I think they made about 30.
Let's see.
So yeah, there's like a $250 million difference of like what they actually sold opposed to how much actually the budgeted for.
So yeah, the sales were only 40 million in 2022, well below the projections of $250 million. And it's also well below the $93 million sales figure for 2021, suggesting a decline in interest for the collaboration.
Okay. So let me ask you, have you seen it?
Seen what?
Like
clothes?
The clothing and shoes and shit.
Yeah, I haven't seen it on anyone.
No, I haven't seen it.
Of course.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But on the website, have you seen it?
I reached out to our personal Beyonce connect, and she was ecstatic. She said the clothes were horrendous, and they had been bad since day one.
It was just the first Ivy Park drop.
Any of the shit.
Okay, all right.
Any of the damn clothes. Who's to blame? I mean, the clothes, I didn't think they were the best looking, but I mean, who am I to judge what women like or don't like? They decide what looks good and what don't.
They do.
But shit, yeah, I did reach out to the, you know what I'm saying, the Swarm, the Beehive. Shout out Don Glover. But yeah, they said they don't give a fuck. They said that shit was trash. This shit was on sale for like $60 years after they released it. Nobody wanted that shit, so.
So let me ask this, right? Hold on, let me see if I pull it. All right, really quick. So let me ask, do you think it's more of Adidas than Beyonce? Because like my thought is this too, right? Until Kanye got there, Adidas was just what Adidas was. Like Adidas, nobody was really like checking for Adidas. You know, that wasn't really like, they didn't have like the masses like Nike did. And so then, you know, of course, when you get Kanye and he's doing what he does, like, you know, he took it to another notch or whatever. And then you see their prices decline. You see what happened as soon as he left, the prices declined.
Correct.
Well, their numbers declined. So, for me personally, I'm thinking it's more of Adidas than it is like the artists or so.
What do you mean?
Because I feel like Adidas just on their own just don't stand well. And I mean, like Kanye, to me, Kanye is a designer, right? Kanye knows, he put all his work into his clothing, his shoes. He made it what he wanted to make.
Okay.
To me, I don't know if Beyonce really did. I think maybe, you know, hey, here's the thing, and you go run with it. I think maybe it's just Adidas. Because, I mean, right now you don't have Kanye. You dropped immediately.
I mean, I think you got to look at the history. So, Kanye got there in 2015. Ivy Park started in 2016. Pharrell got there in 2014 when he was doing his shoes.
Oh, yeah.
They first started
and
partnering
whatnot.
in.
Yep. The NMDs.
People was buying those shoes.
They were.
I think they actually are still collabing and selling clothes and
The
all
NMDs,
that, all
yeah,
that
they
type
still
of
are
shit.
doing some of those joints.
I mean, of course, Pharrell is not the same level of star that Ye is. I just think the clothes are bad, man. Let's keep it 100.
Do you think
Everybody, it's really only two. So it's not even a matter what brand. It's really only two. That's because Rihanna was doing this shit with Puma, and all the girls was buying them thick soul shits.
thick ass creeps, dog? Them
Everybody
shits
was
is
buying
hilarious.
shit. It's just really about, like you said, the artist, their team, how much effort, and how you're marketing the shit. Rihanna been killing this clothes shit.
She has.
And she got everybody in the Savage Panty, regular IG models, regular. So it's just
But
about
I think that's
accessible.
I think that's what the
Yeah.
marketing comes in. Because if you look at it, I was seeing that Beyonce sent her little orange box to her A-list friends. If you want to sell, to me, you gotta send it to the IG model is a thing now. Like people have jobs being the IG model.
Yeah.
You gotta send it to that. You gotta send it to the people that's on TikTok that you know the whole what them things called when they get dressed and shit.
To get ready with me.
Yeah, them shits. Like you gotta send it to those people who are big that has the following that's gonna influence the younger crowd or whatever crowd they have. That's where they have the influence. So
Yeah.
you can't send it to fucking Megan Thee Stallion.
No disrespect like that.
No, what I'm saying. No, I'm not saying.
You still defending Tory? What's up with you?
No, I'm just saying if you're.
this?
No, I'm saying she's sending it to her A-list people. You're sending it to whoever you're sending to, and I just happen because I know her and Megan Thee Stallion are cool. That's who you send it to. Like, she's not promoting that.
I mean,
You gotta promote it on the places that are gonna, who's gonna wear it, that's gonna be seen, and then more people will be like, all right, I'm more influenced to buy this. Do you think
I can't say that. I
Let
mean,
me ask you this.
Kanye shit started off as a luxury brand. We couldn't even get the clothes. He decided to make them shits cheaper. That's why he partnered with Gap and all that.
Question for you.
Could
right?
barely get the shoes. Them shits always have been expensive.
Yeah, but it was people was able to buy it.
I'm saying it was never meant for like you said, the average consumer. This shit was always a price point of 200 plus.
But this Ivy Park shit ain't a price point problem.
I'm talking about, you said he's only sending it to
No, yeah, she's sending it to them but I'm saying that's what I'm talking about marketing wise. You didn't market well. Ain't nobody see that. I ain't see that shit.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
Let me ask you though. Do you think that it would be the same like if she went? Say if this was Nike. Do you think that would be different, or do you think it would have the same results?
Depend on the clothes. Like I said, I just think it depends on. I don't think the brand matters. I think it's the person that you partner with that matters.
Okay. Alright. I don't know, man.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, Virgil Abloh got a bunch of shit popping. He had Nikes popping. He had Dunks popping. He brought the Jordans back. He brought the Jordan 4s, like all this shit. So
You think he brought it back?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't agree and say he brought it back. You know, he just added a little flavor to it. Which is still selling out.
Them shits weren't doing no retro packs where everybody getting defined the moment packages and all that. They wasn't doing that no more.
Nah, but
They was doing a bunch of new colorways and trying to do the online StockX shit. They wasn't going to stores for all this exclusive shit. He made them shits exclusively.
He's still not going to stores for it because you can't find them shits in the stores.
That's what I'm saying. And he was only sending shits to A-list celebrities too. So you can't say.
But it was Jordan.
It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? He went to Louis V, did the same shit. Got that shit popping. He did the Off-White. He started his own company, did the same shit. So it's really about how good you are.
Yeah, but I think it's also about branding too. Because, I mean, Louis been popping. It just happened like, oh, snap. Now Louis and Virgil doing this, and I like his shit already.
Louis ain't always been popping like you said. It's been popping. Louis was not the top braggadocious thing 15, 20 years ago. It was only luggage style from Louis V. That was the thing.
Louis, their bags and shit was. Are you talking about clothing wise?
Yeah, clothing wise. Yeah, I'm saying it was a.
Okay, if you're just talking about clothing wise, then okay.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like the actual just Louis.
Like Gucci was the premier line. Prada was the premier line. They actually made a comeback recently. So don't.
Or if you're just strictly speaking about clothing, then yeah, I'm talking about Louis V as a.
I mean, Beyonce. We talking about clothing, right? So we started off with clothing.
Yeah, I was talking about their bags too. Which is, you know
You
know what I'm saying? Move the goalpost, dog.
Nah, move the goalpost. Yeah. Two different things. But we keep it moving, man.
Motherfucker.
Keep moving.
All right, man. We got sports, man. Get to it.
Let's get to it, man. We gonna start with Lamar. He wants out of there, man. Ravens disrespect him. They don't want to give him his money, man.
They've been disrespecting him since mid-season.
Yeah, he been disrespected for a long time.
Since mid-season, man.
I slick understand it because he is a little bit injury prone, but I mean, come on, man. That's Lamar Jackson, man. Let's be serious.
I mean, he's the reason that Baltimore is even relevant at this point right now.
By far. It's not even close.
He won an MVP.
In like the first 3 years of this being in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. Did they make it to the Super Bowl?
No,
they didn't make it to the Super Bowl. They were close. He got hurt. But yeah, he made an MVP. He made Baltimore relevant. There's a reason why people want to play in Baltimore. But they just, ever since he got hurt during the middle of the year, they was not trying to pay this man.
Let me see what he said, man. Let me see if I can pull up his exact quote.
And I honestly, personally, I feel like he's a top tier quarterback. And
of course, he's top 10 quarterback. He's been a top 10, top 5 quarterback, arguably for the last 3-4 years.
He has. People keep still talking about his arm strength, though. You need to be able to get that shit together and stay on the field.
As long as you can win.
He got to show that he can win.
He's an MVP.
He is.
There's a lot of people that ain't won that got paid. So if we want to talk about that,
Deshaun Watson
just got $230.
On the very least, he should get that.
I mean,
on the very least.
Hey, I'm just saying.
On the very least.
Saying. But we're gonna move on. You know what I'm saying? I'll take him in Atlanta for sure. Bring the energy back.
I mean, yeah, because Atlanta's trash.
I mean, so are the Jets, bro. Stop.
Actually, the Jets was the one win away from the playoffs.
So y'all didn't make playoffs?
No.
Alright, you gonna leave it right. Okay, cool. Speaking of trash, man, let's bring up my boy Bradley Beal on one of the worst situations in the NBA right now. In discussions for trying to get a trade, he went through the split with John Wall. Mm-hmm. He been going on these interviews expressing how he's kind of torn between he wants to stay loyal. The grass might not be greener on the other side, and you also get a huge payday. You all NBA, you leading the league in scoring, all this shit. You signed an extension, yeah. He's staying on the same team, so now it looks like the frustration's been mounting, man. The team ain't got nothing but get worse.
They got Kristaps Porzingis and Kuzma.
They got KP. They got a little big 3 now too, which is interesting.
And they still terrible. They still terrible.
Especially in the East too. That's nasty.
Yeah, that's terrible.
But
$230 million though.
Yeah, shout out to the boy, man. Yeah. Shout out to my boy Bradley Beal. So right now, I don't know if it's Bradley Beal or John Morant. The boy under police investigation. If they got into a kerfuffle with the fans, so. I'm gonna read this article, man. Shout out ESPN.
Hold on, first of all, that shit was hilarious, by the way.
Just saying, as soon as y'all get straight, Bradley Beal want to take a spot as the violent man. It's the fisticuffs out there. Take it easy, NBA players. It's cool. Washington Wizards guard Bradley Beal is under police investigation after a post-game incident with a fan in Orlando, Florida. Ain't that where your man's got stumped out? Takashi.
That ain't. Don't put it on me.
I'm just asking.
Don't put it on me.
A fan who claimed to have lost a bet after a 122-112 road loss to the Magic last Tuesday at Amway Center. Beal and the Wizards were exiting the court in the visitors' tunnel, headed to the locker room when, according to the police report, an unidentified man remarked to Beal, "You made me lose $1,300. You fuck."
Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Before you go, first of all, that is hilarious.
The truth. Why that man can't be honest with him? Why he gotta be met with violence?
That's because see.
Yeah, nigga. No. My money. You owe me $1,300.
No.
You make $40 billion. You give me my money. Well, let me finish the report.
Go ahead, because I got something.
According to the report, Beal turned around and walked toward a friend of the man who made the comment and swatted his right hand toward him, knocking the man's hat off and contacting the left side of his head. Police reviewed the video footage of the altercation and heard Beal say this is his job and he takes it seriously. And the man is heard apologizing, implying he did not intend to offend him.
Yeah, that's right. Bitch, you better apologize. Fuck wrong with you. All right, so hold on. With that being said, that's where I come back with the, you can't dictate how somebody react. You can only dictate what you say. So I have seen in the NBA a lot, even being at games, people speak to these dudes as if they're not just a regular human being. Like they're just not they're just like a person. Like people gonna react how they react just because I make more money than you or I do something different than you. Don't mean I'm not gonna react. I'm just gonna be like, it is what it is. People still, you can't talk as a grown man. You can't talk to me crazy.
Well, he did.
And this is what you get met
with.
You
mean I can't do it? They do it all the time.
No, you can. But I'm just saying, like you shouldn't just talk to anybody any type of way just because you feel like, oh, you're in a position you shouldn't do such and such.
That's exactly what their contract states.
You shouldn't. That don't mean I can't.
I'm just telling you what their contract states.
That's cool. But now this is how I'm gonna respond. I have no problem.
All right, cool. So lose your fucking job then.
No,
lose your money. I'm telling you what their contract states. You can't go at fans like that. If you had a problem, get them removed.
Listen, the game was over. I can't remove you out the game.
All right, then remove yourself. Then that makes it even more worse. Why you turn around,
bro? Again, you can't dictate how somebody gonna react.
I'm not saying you. I'm not saying.
Listen, people should and shouldn't do a lot of things.
No, that's your opinion. They can do whatever they want to do. These grown adults.
No, I said
you telling a grown man what he should be able to do?
He should.
That's nasty.
Hey,
you gotta check.
What did you say? You said in his contract.
I'm talking about what you saying. How people you should and should not be able to do certain stuff.
No, I said you shouldn't necessarily do it because you have a contract obligation. You shouldn't. But again, if I feel like that's how my response is, if internally I feel like, hey, I don't like what he said, I'm gonna slap the shit out of him, and that's what comes with it. It is what it is.
What are you talking about? I don't feel like they should and should not be able to do stuff.
I don't feel like there's a problem here.
Dude, what are you talking about? He shouldn't have did it then. If he's not a problem.
No. I'm just saying.
What you mean?
No, I really feel like the old boy shouldn't have said that.
So that's what I'm saying. So how you gonna say you don't see an issue if you saying he shouldn't have said something? So clearly it's an issue. You saying it's the issues with him saying something.
The issue with the random fan saying something.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I don't have a problem with Bradley how he responded.
Why he shouldn't have said something? Why can't he speak to Bradley Beal?
He can. It's the tone and the manner that you speak to somebody.
I'm asking what's the issue with it?
The way you spoke to him. You made me lose $1,300. You fuck.
He did. Yeah, nigga.
How I make you lose it?
Cause you lost, nigga. Y'all lost.
How I make you lose it? Nobody told you to bet, you dumb fuck.
Nobody told you to lose, you dumb fuck.
Nobody told you to bet.
Nobody told you to lose.
That's your money.
Nobody told you to lose either.
That's your money.
We can play that game.
And we can, but that's your money.
I'm just saying.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
You just told me this your job. Oh, your job is to win games. It ain't to lose. So what you talking about?
No.
It's the magic.
No. My job is
the magic.
No. My job is to go play
basketball. It's
Orlando. It is. I mean,
Bobo on the bench. You didn't get no PT.
Not anymore. I don't know what happened.
Paolo, Benchetto, stop.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
Stop it, bro.
Listen, that is a nasty loss.
Fucking up parlays, man.
You are. However, that's on you that you decided to go ahead and use your rent money.
And it's on you that you lost. So what are we saying?
Is it on me?
Yes.
My job is to go and play basketball.
Your job is to win games.
No. My job is to play basketball.
Oh, so you telling me they give on the 15 man on the bench who averages 2 points a game, he get paid $40 million a year? Or do the best players who expected to have the biggest impact on winning get paid $40 million?
The best players who
I'm asking you a question.
Yeah, the best players with the best numbers.
No, it ain't about numbers. It's about winning too.
Hey,
You forgot they get bonuses when they win All-Star games, when you win NBA playoff series, when you win NBA championships. It comes with money.
It does, right?
So what you mean?
With certain players' contract. You see Bradley and Beal, them niggas ain't even been in the playoffs.
I mean, it was just in the playoffs with your man Russ.
Bro, they ain't touched the playoffs since. And even before Russ got there, they wasn't in the playoffs either. His contract ain't based off winning.
That's your opinion.
Yeah.
That's your opinion, because you was just telling me not too long ago. See, this is where we got to start contradicting ourselves.
Ooh.
You told me a player cannot be on the team and have an impact. A player cannot be playing and have an impact on how good that team is, correct?
LeBron?
I'm asking you a question. That's what you told me, right?
You're right.
Hold on.
There's different with Bradley Beal.
Let me finish what I'm saying, though. So they saying, if I don't pay this $40 million to this person, how much worse would we be without him? So you want to talk about winning? They are paying him for winning games.
Bro.
They are paying him for winning games.
He's barely played this season. They won games.
He's barely played this season? You want to stand on that?
He doesn't play
I'm
much.
asking you a question.
He's been hurt.
I'm asking
he
you a question.
He has been hurt. I will pull it up right now.
He's played 50 games this season. That's barely playing?
Out of how many games?
Out of 70. That's playing 75% of the season.
It's not enough.
I didn't ask you it wasn't enough. I said, is that barely playing?
Can you tell me what his averages are, too? I just want to see this.
23 on 50% shooting. All-star numbers. His career is 22. His career is 22, so that's better than his career.
All-star numbers to who? He ain't make the All-Star team.
What they got to do? What I'm talking about?
That obviously ain't All-Star numbers.
I mean, you told me Jalen Brunson was supposed to make it. His numbers ain't that much different.
Yeah,
So, I mean, now you're contradicting yourself. Now you're trying to.
He's on a winning team.
I'm just saying you're contradicting yourself.
No. For him,
you told me it's about numbers though. You gotta stick with what you're saying.
Listen,
how is it different from one player than the other? If you said because they getting paid for numbers,
my two players are doing two different things.
I didn't ask what they was doing. You told me
Jalen
they paid for the numbers.
Contributing to winning. This man is just putting up the numbers. They not winning with or with him.
They not winning with him.
Oh, sorry, with or without him.
Okay.
They stink. What's their record?
Their record? Let's see.
Their record is terrible.
Let's see what their record is.
They are, I'll tell you right now, actually.
Their record is 34-42.
Yes.
They're 2 games out of play-in game.
That's terrible.
Okay. Yeah, I was just in the play-in game the last 3 years. Jalen Brunson just got to the team. Now he's not playing. They won without him. So he's still contributing to winning?
He does.
Okay.
He does.
I got you. Because
I'm saying, hold on.
He's not playing right now. They still winning. So what's your point?
Hold on. Let me just go back a little bit. Okay. I said that's terrible, and you was like, yeah, we were just playing. Yeah, because we sucked.
What I'm saying is he came. You said they paying him for winning. Mm-hmm. Jalen Brunson got there. They supposedly got better. He stopped playing. They still kept winning. But so what did he get? What is he getting paid for? Based off of your logic.
Based off my logic, the games that he has played, we played better.
Yes,
but he's not going to play every game. He hasn't played every game.
Why that logic don't apply to Bradley Beal then? Bradley Beal don't play every game.
Because their team sucks.
You losing me.
Their team sucks.
You losing me.
There's a difference. He's not helping that team win or lose.
How was Jalen helping the team win or lose if he ain't playing? Huh?
He's not playing right now, but
okay,
he has been playing.
He's not playing. How many games has Jalen Brunson played? Let's do that.
He's played enough.
Now it's enough. Okay.
I'll tell you right now. Jalen Brunson has played
65 games. And guess what? And guess how much he averages? You want to take a wild guess? 23 fucking points. The same points as Bradley Beal, right?
But so who's having a bigger impact?
But you told me he's supposed to make the All-Star team. So thank you. So he shouldn't have made the All-Star team.
No.
Right? So it's not All-Star.
Actually, it's player to player. Because my team is winning. My team is doing better than yours.
You know why? Because they got an All-Star on the team.
We do have an All-Star. We should have had 2.
How many All-Stars the Wizards got?
We should have had none.
My point exactly. So is Jalen Brunson the difference, or is the fucking All-Star the difference?
No.
The team is
the
contradicting
yourself. The team is the difference.
You're contradicting
The team is the difference.
But you're contradicting
No, I'm not. The team is the difference.
You got one All-Star.
My 23 points on this team is different from my 23 points on this team.
But you ain't played.
He's played more games.
Guess how many games Julius Randle played? 76. Your man's played 65.
Yes.
65. With the same numbers as Bradley Beal.
And he obviously, them 65 games meant a little bit more.
So that one All-Star clearly is the reason they win it. Which why he get paid like that.
He's helping. I mean, there's a reason why they both getting paid like that.
Okay, cool then.
Again, Bradley Beal, that team, He's not there to help them win. I don't know what he's there to do. He's just there because he just plays good basketball.
He just there to play basketball, which is the whole point of basketball is to win, right?
I don't know about the Wizards.
You
know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
I thought players get paid off their impact of winning, affecting the game, but I guess
no. But okay.
That's. I mean,
with that being
apparently
said,
you disagree with that.
What I mean? No, they do. But what I'm saying is, have Bradley Beal and the Wizards won anything?
What have the Knicks won?
Oh, I mean, shit. We ain't go
so what's your point?
Oh, I never said the Knicks won anything.
I'm saying you just compared.
But what I'm saying is
how one players get impact in winning and the others not.
How do you even come with the Knicks? I am talking about Bradley Beal and the Wizards. What have they done?
I'm about to tell you because you just told me one player is impacting winning and one player is not. Right. What have the Knicks won?
What have they done?
The same thing the Knicks did.
Which is what?
Nothing.
So how are you bringing up the Knicks?
Because you just told me.
I'm not talking about the Knicks right now. I'm talking about Bradley Beal and them.
Hold on, you just asked me a question.
I'm talking about Bradley Beal and them.
Cool, but
that's not you answering with another team.
I'm saying you just asked me why I keep bringing up the Knicks. You just said one player gets paid because he's impacting winning, and I said winning what? Because they did the same exact thing the Wizards have, and it's the player that you said gets paid and does not impact winning.
You have a better record.
What's that got to do with winning? Y'all ain't winning.
Winning games.
Okay, so they won 34 games. If we
that ain't enough.
Okay, cool.
That ain't enough.
You only played 50. Your man's played 65. Y'all ain't got 50 wins yet.
Got 43.
Not enough.
Got 43.
That's about a similar ratio. As a matter of fact, it is an exact ratio. If we can be honest with you.
I don't know, bro.
15 game difference. 40 actually is more. They won more. He played 50 games and won 34 of them. Your man's played 65. They won 43.
We in the fifth spot. They not.
Whew.
We in the fifth spot. They not.
I'm just saying. You asked what's the difference between the team. They both. What are they?
Hey, who's in the playoffs and who's not?
I mean, Jalen Brunson might not be there. He might not play. So let's keep it moving.
No, he will play.
We'll see.
He'll be back.
We'll see.
Speaking of trash, let's talk about your favorite player, man. Bronny's dad, LeBron James himself. You know, arguably the GOAT.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
Some people say one, some people say two, you know, whatever. But just had one of his not recent, but one of his teammates that he won a championship with.
Mario Chalmers.
We see who's in the league and who's not. He was out there pretty much saying that people don't fear LeBron.
Right.
You know,
Nobody fears Bron. Nobody's like, damn, I got to go play against Bron. Nobody said that. Players are more scared to face Michael Jordan during his playing days.
Yeah. And then, you know, one of LeBron's longtime teammates,
Triston Thompson. Shout out Triston Thompson, man.
You know what I'm saying? The snipers, man, just be outside, man. That guy, man,
he went on my boy Draymond, but I'm really not a fan of Draymond. But shout out to Draymond Green. He went on this show, the Draymond Green show. Draymond Green. And Tristan kind of let some things off his chest in response to Mr. Mario. Guys be on some sucker shit. I don't like that kind of stuff. Guys are retired and not playing basketball. Now you want to talk shit about a guy you won a championship with? Whew.
I mean,
it's harsh words, man. It's harsh words.
I'm actually okay with that. Because again, Mario Chalmers, the only reason you was in the league because of LeBron to an extent. You weren't great. He played solid, but without LeBron, they don't win that ring. You know, immediately, a year or two after, he was gone out of Miami, and I seen him in Memphis, and now you're out the league.
He was in Memphis for sure,
and he didn't do much in Memphis, and now you're out the league.
He is out the league, that is for sure.
So, you know, I don't know if you really talk shit about and it's LeBron, unless he must have had, to me, you must have had a personal beef with him.
Why gotta be a beef? Why he can't just say what's on his mind? Why he can't just really feel like people weren't scared? He was on the team.
He was.
So why gotta be a beef? Why gotta be something negative attached to the statement?
Okay, maybe it's not. I just don't like Mario Chalmers. I always thought he was a bummer. I just think he was that good. You see, when Norris Cole came and took your job, and Norris Cole was trash.
I don't know about that. I don't know if he took his job.
Well, he was still on the team a little bit.
He was on. He definitely
still on that team.
Eris Cole lasted a very short time in the league too. So
he definitely did, but he just wasn't that good.
Norris Cole was trash.
Yeah, Chalmers was just okay too. He was solid.
Norris Cole wasn't no better. I'll put it like that.
I agree, but
Norris Cole was trash.
How'd you feel about the statements from Mario?
I feel like that's what he felt. I mean, I feel like it was coming from a place of like comparing to people. I don't. When you say nobody was scared about him, we done heard comments. We done heard Kendrick Perkins say during the 2008 playoff series, he was praying that LeBron got injured before the game to the point he wouldn't be able to come back in the game.
I heard that.
So, and this was, I want to say, a couple years ago when Kendrick made the statement. We didn't heard players say, we didn't heard announcers say this all the time. The last thing you want to see is LeBron on a fast breaking over. We didn't heard this type of shit.
We done heard coaches say that we can't prepare for LeBron. There's
yeah.
nothing that we can do. We heard about when they was talking about during the finals when LeBron's averaging 40. Like, there's nothing that we can do with LeBron.
We didn't heard, and shout out to, or I wish I remember who called this game. But if you remember, and this, I'm a LeBron fan, of course, I'm watching pretty much all these series. There was an entire country that was literally shut down if they had to face LeBron in the playoffs. The Raptors were the number 1 seed, top 2, 3 seed for years.
And every time they played LeBron,
they was getting swept or they was losing in 5. It was getting disgusting to the point the announcer, it was a one. Let me see what year this was. Was that 2017, 2018? When Brown was dropping fadeaways left and right. I want to say he made like 5, 6, 7 fadeaways, 3-pointers, behind the backboard, all type of shit. Everybody guarded DeRozan, Kyle Lowry, Siakam.
That was the game he finished with 5 off that backboard off that one.
It was so bad they named Toronto Lebronto.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
It was so bad. It would be a story alone about how DeRozan and Kyle Lowry was going to perform before that playoff series. They'll come through killing Atlanta or whoever the fuck it was in the East, and everybody say they're the favorite. And then they would say, I wonder how they're going to perform against this team. You averaged 25 last series. It was literally a game 1 where Kyle Lowry ended with 0 points.
I remember that game.
I promise you. DeRozan ended with like 7, 8 points on like 3 of 18 shoots. They was terrified of that, man. Serge Ibaka getting cooked, LeBron rolling the ball, and like it was nasty. So
first of all,
that was disrespectful. It was.
That was you just sit here and you play with the ball and then you.
It was disrespectful.
Yeah, that's nasty.
So I mean, that's just. I don't know. I think he was just trying to make a point that he thinks Jordan is the GOAT over LeBron, which is fine.
And I mean, hold on. I'm going to take it back even so. You watch KG and Paul Pierce has their little thing, and I watched for years how KG and Paul Pierce spoke about LeBron and they finally admitted. Paul Pierce said, I'm going to have to just say it. LeBron's the GOAT.
Yeah.
We know what LeBron did to the Celtics.
It's a fact. And just to put this in perspective, Lebronto, the man had a 12-2 record against the Raptors in the playoffs. A 12-2 record. That's over the course of 3 years. 2016, 2017, 2018.
So what year did they win? What year did Toronto win a game?
They won the game in 2016. It was 2 sweeps. Back to back, 17 and 18. 2016, they went to 6 games.
So you're telling me in 3 playoff series, in 3 years, you only won 2 games?
Yeah, that's rough.
What was LeBron average?
LeBron averaged 31.87 on 58% shooting from the field.
Hey Mario Chalmers, you see that you're not in the league anymore, right?
Yeah.
You should have took that comment, man. He could have helped you out.
That's some hate, man. It is what it is. But I mean, I feel him. That's his opinion. That's his opinion, dog. It is what it is. Shout out Tristan Thompson. I like what he said too. I like that type of beef, and I like people telling the truth for what they. It's their truth. It's their perspective. You know what I'm saying? So, he thinks he's mad because he's not in the league anymore, and that's why he's speaking like that. So, hey, shout out to them boys, man. Shout out to them.
Listen, besides a few people, we see what the respect LeBron has in the league.
Yeah.
Across the board.
Yeah.
There's really not many people that's. I mean, there's a few here and there, but there's not really many people that says anything negative about LeBron.
Yeah, you get your occasional like young dude that said I wasn't a LeBron fan, I was a Kobe guy and all that type of shit. Like I said, that's just a matter of people like what they like. So
Yeah, people like opinion, but you can't really say much about LeBron in basketball
at all. Yeah.
I mean, listen, a guy who supposedly is not a scorer is leads the lead in NBA overall
Points
of scoring.
all the time, yeah.
A guy who, and how do you lead the league in points? How are you the best scorer ever, pretty much, and you're fourth in assists?
That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, we want to talk about great. I mean, we really only got to speak on the greatness because we've been watching this shit for 20 years, man. If you even never hardly ever heard of the NBA, you heard of LeBron James.
You hear about
if you ever heard of an NBA Finals, you heard of LeBron James. So,
bro, somebody said that it was like, you know, there's people out here who's never seen the finals without LeBron.
It's a fact.
Until recently. But yeah, there was a time where 10 straight finals. 10. Nobody. There's people that's never made it to the finals or even barely make it out in the playoffs to go to 10 straight finals.
Do you understand that it was literally? So I remember when they was having this debate about which is a tougher conference, the Eastern Conference or the Western Conference. Mm-hmm. For years, they're saying the East is a cakewalk, right?
Correct.
They were saying the West, you got to fight for everything. LeBron went to the West, he'll be struggling. And I had to look at it from a different perspective. The West, it was multiple teams coming out. It was Spurs, it was Lakers, it was Dallas. Mm-hmm. Who else was coming out? The Warriors. Mm-hmm. Whoever, scratching and clawing for years. In the East, it was only one team, and that's whoever team LeBron was on. Meaning, in the West, you actually had a chance to win a ring. In the East for 10 years, you was suiting up every year for no reason.
For no reason.
You was going to lose.
You're just going out there to play.
You was going to lose.
Bro, hey, I'm going to collect my check.
Exactly.
My job is to go play basketball. I'm going to go play.
So if y'all want to put in that perspective, I want to play in the West because I got a chance to win something. If I'm playing in the East, we're losing. It don't matter who the fuck we got. We're losing. To the same person.
I mean, look at this, right?
There's one big boss that we can't get by.
I mean, take this in perspective, right? They're talking about all these teams in the West. You know, you have the Denver who's leading. Then you have, of course, Memphis up there. Sacramento's playing well, whatever. The narrative still is this. Man, a healthy LeBron James, nobody wants to see them in the playoffs. They have a chance to still win.
It's a fact,
Hey, Memphis and Denver do not want to see LeBron in the first round.
It's a one-man dynasty, dog. It's a different type of...
Do not want to see LeBron in the first round. Oh, man, if the Lakers get the 8th seed, it's going to be bad for Denver.
It's going to be bad, yeah.
That says a lot. And this is LeBron after
42-year-old man, yeah.
After 20 seasons, 38 years old, and you're still like, damn.
Yeah.
I got to play him.
Facts, yeah.
I don't, if that's not fair or I don't know what it is, that says a lot. We know what their last few years what Jordan was doing on them fucking Wizards.
We get to that, man, because it's really nothing to discuss. He was nothing to watch, so. Shout out to Jordan.
Speaking of that, Jalen Brunson is back tonight.
Shout out Jalen Brunson, man.
Motherfucker.
Since he's getting paid to win, but cool.
Yeah.
Let's hope he wins. Yeah, let's do that. All right, cool. So we done with sports, man. Let's go to some real shit that's really affecting us. They got this new shit.
Oh,
They got this new stuff, man. They got this new shit, and it's been around, but now it's getting real.
It's getting real. They creating
all this technology, all this iRobot. It's here now. All this crypto shit, blockchain, virtual reality. Mm-hmm. They got real life artificial intelligence now. And I'm going to read an article that might be a little bit concerning for us normal folk. AI, artificial intelligence, could replace the equivalent of 300 million jobs across the U.S. and Europe.
Hold on. Can you put that in? Oh, wait. Go ahead and continue. I just want to put something in perspective.
300 million jobs. I want to say the U.S.'s population is what?
That's what I was going to pull up.
What's the U.S.'s population?
I'm pulling it right now. U.S. population. The U.S. population as of 2021 was 331 million people. So you're going to tell me that only 31 million people, 31.9 million people will have jobs.
Now, this is across the U.S. and Europe, though. This is across the U.S. and Europe.
Oh, no, okay, of course.
Yeah,
okay.
so if you want to even split that in half, you're going to lose half the workforce to a computer with a personality. Now, let me read something that's really concerning. And this is that moment in AI when Will Smith asked the robot, how do you know what a dream is? Mm-hmm. Do you dream? And nigga smirked at him and knocked his damn head off. Slash.
Nick, but you know what's funny? Before you even read that,
Okay.
that's one thing that I've noticed. You say, like, you know how we look at all of these movies and shows?
Yeah.
What I've read into things where it has to come from a place. Like there's certain things that people make and it comes from a place.
It's based off something for
it's
sure.
something.
Yeah.
So you're not just bringing up like shit like iRobot out of nowhere.
Right. Yeah.
You know when people talk about like aliens,
That's
there's no
like
reason that you just bring up
You're
not just bringing up aliens out of nowhere. So like it coming from a real place.
Even movies like Contagion or I Am Legend.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about that too.
I mean,
that's a
even
whole
like,
different discussion. Yeah.
Even the show Last of Us.
Yeah.
It's coming from a place of something we just.
The apocalypse has been a conversation.
Bro, we just seen what happened when COVID hit the world.
Did you see the stores when COVID hit the world? Did you see toilet paper?
Yeah, toilet paper. That shit was funny.
When COVID hit the world.
That shit was funny, by the way.
Do you know how many businesses? You know how many people died? Like this is based off something, but the statement I was going to read. So, generative artificial intelligence will be able to create content indistinguishable from human work and is a major advancement. This essentially is saying in a few years we will not be able to tell the difference between a human and a robot. Y'all, if you haven't seen this film already, Blade Runner.
Was it Blade Runner 2049?
Yes. What is it, 2049? What is it? Yeah, Blade Runner 2049. It was original back in whatever year that was, and it got remade. Remade in 2017, starring my boy Ryan Gosling. Shout out to him.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
And he fell in love with a robot. It's a movie named Her. Man fell in love with a robot. It's shit like this that they preparing us for.
I mean, bro, they talk about. I mean, even though let's talk about the random shit. How people already buying sex dolls that are robots and falling in love with it. I seen something where this dude married his sex doll.
Married a sex doll, yeah.
So I mean, it's already pretty much prepared.
I think we all gotta do. We gotta do a lot of research. We gotta do a lot of prep work, man. The world is changing. This shit's happening fast and every day, getting ready to replace people.
Yo, if you gotta
Matrix shit, everything is fake. Everything is dream. Artificial shit is gonna replace reality. At what point? What is a memory? What is a dream? What is a feeling? What is the five senses? All this shit. So, our money.
I want to know this, right? At what point do people like who are creating this stop? The reason I say it is because you got to think about this. Yeah, somebody can always control something, but think about those movies like iRobot and shit like that, where those things that you created take over.
Yeah.
Where's there ever a thought of like, yo, maybe we should stop on this? It's getting too like. I mean, even look at the AI generated verses that they do for these rappers.
That's a fact. Yeah, the holograms came out years ago. All
exactly.
That shit, yeah.
And then like now you see on Instagram all the time. Hey, this is a AI generated verse from Kanye West. It sounds like Kanye West. Everything. I'm like, where's there a stopping point of saying, hey, this is maybe too much. Yeah. We're going too far.
Yeah.
This might get really bad. Like the fact that you saying, hey, over the U.S. and Europe, we can replace 300 million people with jobs. So are you telling me that those 300 million people are now just... Because that 300 million people can be either the top of the top or the bottom of the bottom.
That's a fact.
And so you're saying that the top of the top of me I'm making $100 million a year. Now I no longer do that? I can't do that anymore? That sounds insane. And I don't think the people who are creating that are thinking. I think they're always like, I'm in control. I'm in control. What happens when you're not in control?
Yeah.
You know, you go outside every day and be like, oh, I'm in control of this, and then something happens. What the fuck happened?
It's a fact, yeah. I mean, I think it's a lot of changes going on that we really got to start paying attention to. We got to start, stop being distracted by the minuscule things. I mean, the U.S. dollar is collapsing in front of our eyes. The country, the U.S. period. I mean, you could just look at how our presidents react. I mean, we had another school shooting. It's just...
We just had another school shooting. Hold on, but did you hear? I think that is of this year 130 something.
Oh yeah, school shootings.
129
in 2023.
Yeah, I think this is the 129 mass shooting this year.
Oh, mass shooting, yeah.
But do you hear that it's now just the end of March, so it's been 3 full months, and there's been 100+ mass shootings.
Yeah.
To me, that's absurd.
I think we got to start paying attention. Right? Is this the end? I mean, this is the end of reality as we know it.
Possibly.
We've gotten numb to these mass shootings.
Oh yeah, they don't even blink an eye.
It's so regular now. I mean,
6 people just died and nobody. I mean, it's barely talking about it. It's like, all right, cool, on to the next.
I mean, we making films and it's causing phenomenons and uproar as far as people rushing to their TVs to see shit like about serial killers slicing and dicing, eating up people. It's intriguing.
Shit like Jeffrey Dahmer's, yeah. That's
So,
insane.
what we're consuming, what we're seeing, is one and the same, bro. These movies are real life.
Mm-hmm.
These TV shows are real life.
They are.
How our brain just receiving this information, man. This has got to be something that we really need to start paying attention to because it's disturbing. People are not normal. People are mentally disturbed. And you understand why the world is collapsing right in front of us.
It is. It's ridiculous. I mean, the only thing we can do is change for ourselves and try to better prepare ourselves. Because, I mean, there's certain things that I think is just out of our control. You know, unless you're top 1% type thing. So I feel like, you know, it's just like you said, everybody got to be a little bit more attentive.
Yeah.
And, you know, really precise in what they do. I mean, of course, you know, the entertainment and all of that's cool. It's great. You know, like sometimes you need a little outlet to. But again, when you start fantasizing and rationalizing with things like serial killers,
Right. Yeah.
it's absurd. When you're more desensitized to mass shootings or people, you know, school shootings with kids,
Little
and it's like,
kids,
where it's okay, that's normal. Damn, they RIP.
Right, yeah.
Next day, it's on to the next.
Nothing's been done about it, so yeah.
So I feel like, you know, people just gotta the regular people, because we're not gonna ever speak for those top 1% or the presidents and shit like that, because they already got an agenda of their own.
That's a fact.
So us as regular people have to just kind of come together and do what we can do, and be more attentive and precise in what we do.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's 2023. What, March 29th, 2023? Bro, I'll tell you right now, I ain't got the answers right now.
I don't have one.
I'm not sure if anybody ever will have a full-fledged resolution, because these things have been in play for years. So, like you said, man, we just need to start paying attention now to say that. We don't need to let nothing take us by surprise or be the last to the party to find out what's going on. So I'm saying, start doing some research, just start trying to become more self-sufficient, homeschooling, anything that's just gonna get you prepared for whatever the next stage of life is, type shit. So
very true.
Yeah, man. Shit, we gonna close it out like that. Any last remarks? You know what I mean?
Hey man, try to enjoy life, man. Life is short, like you said. Like, shit just happening anyway.
Yeah.
People are dying left and right. You never know. So not only that, you know, you got to pay attention and, you know, be well versed in a lot of different things, but also try to enjoy life. You know, there's a lot of people are losing their mind because they aren't enjoying life.
That's a fact. Yeah.
You know, so I feel like, you know, it is a double-edged sword where it's like, damn if I do, damn if I don't. But try your best to enjoy life, but also, you know, you have your mind on straight, man. Read a book. Just read a fucking book, man.
We out of here, man. Till next time.
Like, subscribe, tell your friend, and tell your mother's friend too.